What's good, y'all? We live. We about to learn what to do. All right. Your very next steps. Let's say you're diving into learning how to play the piano, and you learned your major scale. Where do you go? Where do you go from there? Let's see what the stream is looking like on my phone. Let me see. Let me see if it's clear. Let's see. This is okay. This is all right. I'm testing it out. Let me see. Let me see here. Okay. So, once you've learned your major scale, let's see. Tyreek, what up, bro? Let's see what this looks like. All right, this is cool. We're gonna rock with this. All right. So we got the major scale here. And I'm gonna break down how you find the major scale in any key, but we're gonna work in C major right now. So all that is starting on C. And Tariq, how does it look out there? Is it sounding clear? Is it looking clear? How does it look? How does it look and how does it sound? But peace to all the other people. I see some other people in here. So we starting on C, and we're gonna walk up. We're gonna walk up on the white keys all the way to the next C. All right, perfect. All right, we in there. So that's gonna be your C major scale. What you want to do once you know the C major scale, all right, let's say you only know it in your right hand or your left hand or whatever, you're going to take it and you're going to just play it in your left hand, basically. With your left hand, you're going to play the C major scale. All right, and in your right hand, what you want to do is now you want to find the chords that go with each note, all right, of the scale. That's really going to be your next step into understanding, you know what I'm saying, music theory. If all you know is the C scale, all right? If all you know is the C scale, of course there's a lot of ways to go about it. You know what I'm saying? This is not the only way, but I think if you go this way, a lot of other things are going to make sense in other keys. All right? So you got the first chord, and it's easier in C because all you have to do, once you find that C major triad, which goes with the 1, when you have C in the bass, all you're going to do is play 1, 3, 5. That's how you get your C major triad, all right? And basically, all you have to do is walk that same shape all the way up the scale. Okay? And I know it seems simple, but those are actually the chords that match each note of that bass, each note of the C scale. So every major scale is gonna have chords. Every note of the major scale has a chord that attaches to it. All right, and then you're gonna get into your extensions and substitutions and all of that. But once you get into the extensions, you know what I'm saying, like let's say adding the 9. Okay. Then the next one is minor. You can make it a minor 9. Oh. You can go back to the 9, to the C9 right there. Okay. Or let me see. You can go. That's the same thing. Okay. So you want to be able to walk up the scale basically with your chords. You want to be able to walk up the scale in chords. All right. Okay. That's what you want to be able to do. So once you learn the major scale, your goal is to move that scale from just single notes. All right. You want to move that from just being one note at a time, okay, to being able to walk it up in chords. And the easiest way to do that is to find that triad, all right, and walk that same shape all the way up the scale. All right, this only works in C, you know what I'm saying, as far as walking up in all white keys. C major. Okay. So, it's a short lesson today and it's simple today, but let's say that's all you know is the C major scale. Jalen, what's good, bro? If all you know is the C major scale, if that's all you know, then you want to start walking that up in chords. It can go a lot of ways. It can go a lot of different ways. Let me see. Let me see where else you can go. You know what I'm saying? But mostly that's what it's going to be. All right? And so when we're walking this up, all right, what we want to know about this is there's a certain quality of each chord, all right, that's going to be the same in all keys. What do I mean by that? If we're in a major key, if we're in C major, all right, the one chord in C major is always going to be major. The quality of it is always going to be major. All right? So basically, the same theory applies to all keys. Once we go to another key, once we go to A flat, all right? Well, it says G sharp right now. Let's go ahead and change the notation to A flat. All right, so now we're going to go to A flat. The one chord in A flat major, all right, is major. All right, and now that same thing we did, walking up triads, once you know the A flat scale, you can walk it up actually in triads. That's the same thing we just did in C. The only difference is we using the notes of the A flat scale. And then once you learn your extensions and substitutions and everything, now you can walk it up with some color. Okay? So, this theory applies to all keys. The major in major keys, all major keys. So the one is gonna be major, and I'll do another breakdown on this part later. But this is just something so you can look ahead. But the one is major, 2 minor, 3 is minor. We're just gonna say 3 is minor for now, because a lot of times 3 can go. Sometimes 3 can go. 3 can like substitute a lot, but we're gonna say 3 is minor. We got 1 minor, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 is diminished. 7 is half diminished. Okay, but it gets substituted a lot. But we'll just say 7/2 diminished. And back to 1, which is major. Okay, so this is just gonna be, this is not, if you already know how to play, if you already know your theory, then basically this, you already know this. But for people that are just starting out and all you know is the scale so far, you working with the scale. You know what I'm saying? If you really just working with the scale and that's all you know right now, and you like, dang, okay, I know the scale. What do I do? I'm trying to put some chords together. Move that scale to your left hand, okay, and walk up chords on the right hand. That's pretty much it. That's, you know what I'm saying. Okay. I'm going straight up the scale. Okay, this is going straight up the scale. I mean, and practice it. I mean, there's songs that do this. It's a gospel song. No weapon. It goes straight down the scale. Formed against me shall prosper. No. Then it walks up. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No, it won't work. All right. See how that just, and it's using the same theory. No major. Well, they went no weapon formed. They did a it's really, it's like a 5, but it's over the 7, but it's still a walk down on the scale. Shall prosper. No. Walk straight up from the 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see how that's walking the scale? All right. Okay. So that's just a little beginner thing. Even if some of the things that I talk about you can't, it goes over something that maybe you won't be able to play just yet. It's good to understand it, because it's gonna pop up later. You know, when you're ready for it. It's definitely gonna pop up later when you're ready for it. So just focus on that. We're gonna go back to C, but just focus on that right now. Moving to C, moving that C scale to your left hand, and walking that up in chords. All right, there we go. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Next time, you know what I'm saying? Actually, just drop some comments or hit me in the messages if there's anything that you have some questions about, anything that you're struggling with, or anything, whatever type of content you trying to see. All right, peace.